Okay guys, let's just make a start with IELTS reading module, and we are going to solve one reading test together. This test is going to be very challenging, especially those who are general training IELTS candidates. They should accept that because general training reading part 3 is exactly like academic reading. So today we are solving one academic reading test. There will be 3 long passages which we are going to solve. So these 3 long passages will help general training candidates to achieve good score in section 3. For general training, section 3 is the toughest one. For academic, every passage is difficult, okay, based on science, technology, research. But for general training, first 26 or 27 questions are simple. They are easy, okay, and the passages are very short, so you can easily find your answers, right? But marking criteria is different. General training reading, 30 correct answers, 6 band. Academic reading, 30 correct answers, 7 band. Okay, this is the difference, and this is just because of the level of difficulty. General training reading, first 27 questions are very simple. You can get very good score there, and then there is this section 3. Okay. So, those who have joined me online, please send me your answers using this chat option of GoToMeeting, and I'll check your answers, right? Now, whenever you start a reading test, you need to read the title. What's the title there? Stonehenge. Stonehenge is the title, right? And then we have a complete passage. After reading the title, you need to come to questions. Questions 1 to 8. Complete the notes below. We understand that the question type is notes completion. So complete the notes below. Choose no more than 2 words from the passage for each answer. No more than 2 words. There is no number, and no more than 2 means maximum 2 words, minimum 1 word. Okay. So we've got Stonehenge construction stage 1. Okay, and then they say the ditch and henge were dug, possibly using tools made from. Now let's go back, and we need to see where do they talk about stage 1. Will you please come to this second paragraph? Second paragraph here. They say archaeologists believe England's most iconic prehistoric ruin was built in several stages. Now they're talking about stages here. Second paragraph, okay, with the earliest constructed 5,000 more years ago. First. Now what is first? First means the first stage. Okay, now we will read from here. This is called the location of your answer. Once you reach the right location of your answer, then you will find your answer. So the first target after reading the question is to reach the right location. So we know answer is in this sentence. Now we read it carefully. And by the way, what is the question? Please come back to question number 1. Ditch and henge were dug, possibly using tools made from material with which tools were made. Okay, iron, concrete and all that. So I'm reading second line, second paragraph after full stop. First Neolithic Britons used primitive tools which may have been fashioned out of deer antlers. So made, fashioned out of. Fashioned out of means made from. And answer is deer antlers. Right? Deer antlers. So now deer antlers, they are 2 words. If you have to write 1 word from there, which word will you choose? Antlers. Tools were not made from deer. Tools were made from antlers. So now we have the freedom of writing no more than 2 words. So we can write deer antlers. But if you write only antlers, even then your answer is correct. Okay. Good job. Now question number 2. And by the way, the first 7 to 8 questions and answers are in sequence, and you will find the answers in the first 2-3 paragraphs. Okay, when you start with section 1, first 7-8 answers are in the first 2-3 paragraphs. Question number 2. Dash may have been arranged in deep pits inside the circle. Now something may have been arranged in deep pits. So what may have been arranged in deep pits? Same paragraphs, second last line. Second paragraph, second last line. Deep pits dating back to that era and located within the circle may have once held a ring of timber posts, according to some scholars. So, once held a ring of timber posts. So, dash may have been arranged in deep pits inside the circle. So, what has been arranged? Timber posts may have been arranged. Correct answer is timber. Timber is wood and post is like a column or a pillar. So, wooden pillars, timber posts may have been arranged. Now, if you have to write one word, which word will you choose? No, posts. Basically, it's the pillar. Pillar is post, right? Timber is material. Okay, but anyways, we have the freedom of no more than two words. You can write timber posts, but if it is one word only, then you would write posts only. You know, one is noun, one is adjective. So when it is noun and adjective together, it's a good idea to use noun. Mostly when they give you one word only, there they use noun, and with noun they give 2 to 3 extra adjectives, and those who do not understand, they write adjectives there. So the next question is stage 2. So we've got some questions which are related to stage 2, and there they say stage 2, blue stones, leave that because there is no question. Then they say theories about the transportation of the blue stones, archaeological and geological. Now it means there are two theories. One theory is archaeological and one is geological. Now let's read the question. Builders used, underline the word builders. For builders, they can use the word contractor, builder, makers, or anything like that. Builders used dash to make sludges and rollers. Another clue word is sludges and rollers. So sludges and rollers were made of what? Or what is it that builders used to make sledges and rollers? Please come back. It's the 4th paragraph where you find the word sludges, rollers, builders, and all that. So 4th paragraph, please follow me. I'm reading 4th paragraph from the beginning. According to one long-standing theory among archaeologists, Stonehenge's builders, see that the word builders is here. Stonehenge's builders fashioned sledges and rollers out of tree trunk. So sledges and rollers out of tree trunk. Out of means used tree trunks to make sledges and rollers. So answer is tree trunks. Okay, and you have to write two words. You will write both words, tree trunks. Okay, question number 4. Dash pulled them on giant baskets. Now imagine something pulled them. Maybe tractors pulled them. But we are talking about old times when there were no tractors, right? So something pulled those tree trunks on giant baskets. Now let's go back. Same paragraph. Look for the word baskets. Okay, that's good. 4th paragraph, I'm reading it from 3rd last line. More recent archaeological hypotheses have them transporting the blue stones with supersized wicker baskets. Now, how did they put them in the baskets? That's what we need to find. On a combination of ball bearings and long grooved planks hauled by oxen. Hauled means pulled by. Haul and pull, they are synonyms. So, hauled by oxens, exactly correct answer is oxen. So, oxen pulled them. For pulled, they use the word hauled. Hauled and pulled. Is this clear? Yes. Okay, that's good. And by the way, in reading part 1, answers are sequential. Sequential means they follow the same sequence, right? Now, question number 5. The next thing is geological. Geological. Now, for geological, they say, they were brought from Wales by another means of transportation, brought from Wales by. So, Wales is your clue word. Last paragraph, and I'm reading it from 2nd line after full stop. Last paragraph, second line after full stop. Challenging the classic image of industrious builders pushing, carting, rolling or hauling giant stones from fairway vales. Some scientists have suggested that it was glaciers, not human, that carried the blue stone to Salisbury. So, what carried the blue stone to Salisbury? That is glaciers. They were brought from Wales by glaciers. What did they do? They put them on glaciers and glaciers were moving, floating and they took them there. So, correct answer for question number 5 is glaciers or glaciers. Both pronunciations are correct. Okay, stage 3 there is no question, but then we have builders. A theory arose in the 17th century. Now 17th century and theory, they are your clue words. A theory arose in the 17th century. Okay, let's go on now. We'll go on seamlessly. So please follow me here. Don't worry. Now we go on and we've got question number 5. Answer is glaciers, as we've already done. And by the way, this answer is there in last paragraph of the title page, Stonehenge, 4th line. You can see the answer there. Now we go on and we've got question number 6, and that is about builders. Now they say here, a theory arose in the 17th century that its builders were Celtic dash. For example, like they say, Pakistani drivers, Indian laborers, carpenters, something like that. So clue word here is Celtic, 17th century. A theory arose in 17th century that builders were Celtic dash. So let's go back. Builders were Celtic dash. Please come to second page. Second paragraph. Second page, second paragraph. I'm reading it from the beginning. Okay, but who were the builders? Now answer is here. This is the location of the answer. But who were the builders of Stonehenge in the 17th century? Another clue word is here. Excuse me. Another clue word is here, 17th century. Archaeologist John Aubrey made the claim that Stonehenge was the work of Druids who had important religious, judicial and political roles in Celtic society. Who were they? Yeah, the work of Druids. Now, if you don't know the meaning of Druids, it doesn't matter. You just have to write it down as your answer. Druids who had important religious, judicial and political roles in Celtic. It means they were Celtic Druids. Correct answer is Druids. D-R-U-I-D-S. Okay, now let's go on. After this, we've got question number 7, purpose. Many experts agree it has been used as a dash site. So, dash site means site for some purpose. Okay, for this, you've got to come to this purpose, right? And many experts agree it has been used as a dash site. So, for this, please come to third last paragraph. Everyone, third last paragraph of the passage, right? And we look for the word site and purpose and all that. I'm reading it from the beginning. If the facts surrounding the architects and construction of Stonehenge remain shadowy at best, the purpose, now be alert, answer will come after this. They are using the word purpose. The purpose of the striking monument is even more of a mystery. While there is consensus, consensus means agree. When they use the word consensus, it means they agree among the majority of modern scholars that Stonehenge once served the function of. Now, function of means used as a. And what is the answer? Burial ground. And you will not write the word ground. You know why? Because they have used the word site. Site is the synonym of ground. So, correct answer is burial. It's more like a graveyard. Burial site means graveyard. So correct answer is burial. All right, question number 8. In the 1960s, it was suggested that it worked as a kind of dash. 1960s, it worked as a kind of. Now we've got this last paragraph, second last paragraph. Can you see 1960s? Yes. So keep in mind it worked as a kind of, type of, kind of and all that. In the 1960s, I'm reading second last paragraph. The astronomer Gerard Hawkins suggested that the cluster of megalithic stones operated as a form of calendar. Now listen, form of and kind of, they are synonyms and correct answer is calendar. D-A-R, calendar. You need to use the right spelling for calendar. All right. All good? Okay.